guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking in. So I have been talking about faithfulness, and I did make mention that faithfulness can be seen in families, with friendship, and even with money or talent. So in the previous video, I also made mention of faithfulness in friendship, which we use Jonathan and David as our key characters. And today we'll be talking about faithfulness in families, with Naomi and Ruth being our main characters. So I'll share a brief story through which we'll learn about that. So Naomi was an Israelite lady who was married to Elimelech and had two sons. But due to a famine that occurred, she had to move to a nearby country, that is Moab, where they could survive the famine. As time went on, Naomi lost her husband and was left with just her two sons. And later on, her sons got married and eventually died. And so she was left with just her daughter-in-laws. That is one named Ruth and the other was named Orpah. So due to all these losses that Naomi had incurred in the land of Moab, having lost her husband, her two sons, she was filled with so much grief and decided that she would go back to her country. And because of that decision that she made, she told her two daughter-in-laws that they had to go back to their own families so that she would go alone to her land, the land of Israel. And at first the daughters-in-law didn't want to accept the fact that they had to leave their mother-in-law. They refused, but she insisted, and one of them, Orpah, decided that she was going to leave and go back to her people. But Ruth was persistent and she refused, and she said she was not going to let Naomi go to Israel alone. And this is what the book of Ruth is written mostly to tell us about this wonderful woman, Ruth. So read it, what Ruth eventually said to Naomi from the book of Ruth chapter 1 verse 16 and 17. But Ruth replied, "Do not urge me to leave you or turn back from you. Where you will go, I will go, and where you will stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be ever so severely, if even death separates you from me." So, having understood that Ruth is a Moabite lady and they serve other gods from different from that of the Israelites, but she making this solemn decision to follow Naomi to the land of Israel was something that is very big, because having already known that she was going to face some social crisis because she's a widow at this time, and she would not be allowed to get married to another man from the Israelite community, was already a bigger problem. And then she had to turn from serving her own God to serving the God of the Israelite. So this was something that is very, very great. And I felt like it's a very great step that Ruth had to take. She had to show her solemnity, she had to show her sincerity, and how she can stand by family even in difficult times. And when I was reading this Bible passage, I felt so touched, because I asked myself this question: how many times are we able to, stick with families in difficult moments? Or are we the kind of people that, quickly abandon our family or disown our family because of one crisis or the other? And there is something that they always say, that no one takes care of family like family. And I can say that I've really seen this from this story, how Ruth could stand by Naomi despite all odds. And I really wish that all of us, you and I, can really put this in practice and stay with family, be able to keep the family's legacy, be able to uphold the family's rules and norm in God's way. And yeah, it's amazing. So please make sure to comment down below. I would really like to read your comments, and if you can share with us what areas you've actually proven to be faithful with your families, or if you're being challenged to be faithful with family and friendship and all of that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.